On August 12th, 2016, SeaWorld Orlando witnessed one of the most chilling tragedies in marine park history. A young trainer named Marina Lysaro, passionate, fearless, and deeply bonded with the orca she loved, entered the water for what was supposed to be a routine training session. But that day, something went horribly wrong. Her orca, Muna, turned on her in a way no one expected and no one could stop. This is the story of devotion, power, and tragedy beneath the surface. Before we begin, if you believe these stories should never be forgotten, please subscribe, like, and share this video so that the truth about captivity and the people and animals it destroys can reach the world. Marina Lysaro was just 29 years old. Born in Clearwater, Florida, she grew up surrounded by ocean air and the calls of gulls echoing over the water. From childhood, she dreamed of working with marine life. Her notebooks were filled with sketches of dolphins, whales, and coral reefs. At 23, her dream came true. She was hired by SeaWorld Orlando. Her colleagues remember her as vibrant, endlessly patient, and deeply empathetic, especially toward the orca she was assigned to train, Muna. Muna wasn't just any orca. She was a 5,400-kilogram apex predator, born in captivity, raised in a world of concrete walls and artificial light. And from the very first day, Marina felt something powerful when she looked into Muna's eyes. "She looked at me," Marina once wrote in her journal, "as if she was trying to understand who I was, or maybe what I was doing here." Over the years, the bond between Marina and Muna grew. They performed together daily, dives, jumps, synchronized spins. Audiences adored them. Every splash, every whistle command, every leap that broke through the surface was a moment of magic. But behind that magic was pressure. Endless hours of conditioning, rehearsals, and isolation. Marina began noticing something different in Muna's eyes. Her energy was shifting. Her responses were delayed. Some days she refused to eat. Other days, she slammed her head against the steel gates. Trainers called it mood swings. But what it really was psychological collapse. August 11th, the day before the tragedy, Muna had refused several of her meals. She ignored her whistle cues. Several senior trainers suggested pulling her from shows, but Marina, trusting the bond they had built, said quietly, "She just needs time. She trusts me." The next morning, Marina arrived early, 7:42 a.m. The sun had barely broken through the clouds. The air was heavy with humidity. Security cameras later showed her standing at the edge of the pool, tossing a fish to Muna, laughing softly as the whale surfaced and chirped. No one knew that within hours the laughter would be replaced by screams. The show began at exactly 12 noon. Families filled the stadium. Children waved, cameras flashing. Marina entered the pool smiling. Muna circled beside her, majestic, enormous, silent. The first act went flawlessly. Marina raised her arm. Muna breached spectacularly, water exploding into the stands. The crowd roared. But when the second routine began, everything changed. Muna hesitated. Her movements became sharp, uneven. She ignored Marina's cues. Marina tried again, tapping the water, whistling softly. "Muna, easy. Good girl." Then suddenly, Muna sank beneath the surface. Seconds later, she rose, fast, powerful, straight toward Marina. The impact was devastating. Spectators thought it was part of the act, until Marina didn't resurface. Below the surface, Muna had grabbed Marina by the arm. The force of the pull dislocated her shoulder instantly. Marina struggled, bubbles bursting around her face as she tried to reach for the surface. But Muna dove deeper. She twisted, pulling Marina down. 30 feet, then 40. Every attempt to escape only enraged the whale further. Witnesses later described seeing the water turn dark, thrashing, waves crashing against the tank walls. For nearly 10 minutes, staff tried to lure Muna away with food, with sound cues, with desperation. Nothing worked. At 12:16 p.m., Muna finally released her. By the time Marina was pulled out, it was too late. If you're still watching this far, it means you care. Please subscribe, like, and share this story. These tragedies aren't just stories. They are warnings about the cost of our entertainment, the pain behind the applause, and the intelligence we continue to ignore. SeaWorld shut down all shows for 48 hours. Their official statement called it a tragic accident. But among the staff, whispers spread. Some said Muna had been showing aggression for months. Others said Marina had voiced concerns and wasn't heard. The truth is, captivity does something irreversible to these animals. Orcas in the wild swim up to 100 miles a day. In tanks, they circle endlessly in confined spaces until their minds begin to fracture. Their teeth wear down from chewing steel gates. Their fins collapse under their own weight. And eventually, some break. Muna wasn't born a killer. She was created by captivity. Marina Lysaro's death changed everything for those who knew her. Her family demanded answers, but SeaWorld remained silent. To this day, the tank where she died has been remodeled, repainted, renamed. But the echoes remain. Trainers still whisper her name. Visitors still ask what happened to the orca that killed her. Muna was quietly moved to a private enclosure, never performing again. Some say she floats listlessly, pressing her head against the wall for hours. 2 victims, one human, one captive soul, both destroyed by the illusion of control. Marina's story isn't just about tragedy. It's a reminder of how far we've gone to entertain ourselves and how much we've lost in the process. If this story moved you, please subscribe, like, and share this video so the world never forgets the cost of captivity. Let's speak for those who can't. Let's honor Marina and every creature still waiting behind the glass. In memory of Marina Lysaro, 1987 to 2016.